I don't even know what Bohr-III is. It could be a gas giant, I could be disappointed. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Alright, let's make this quick then. Oh, I see a red dot. Oh, they're just the filters. Okay, cool. You can actually farm the spider things, and I think because they're like domesticated, I guess, they're more chill, but it's also terrifying. Like, one of these sort of things, I don't know if there is like an arachnophobe mode, but like, I don't know, like arachnophobia, I don't know, it's a thing that like if you have an arachnophobia mode, then it is a really nice thing for people, and it is just, I feel like you just being a good designer, considering some users are genuinely not going to enjoy the experience. Like, I wouldn't say I have arachnophobia, but those spiders, I understand why somebody would have arachnophobia. Those things are freaky. Also, let's just... oh yeah, what is this? I have to, like, redistribute all of my power here. Perfect. Hey, who are you?
Channel's open. What can I do for you?
Let's trade.
Alright, just let me get this all down.
What do you got? Ooh, actually some decent stuff. But I have a lot of weapons I'd like to sell, and you don't have enough money, but that's okay. I gotta make a dent in it. It's somehow. So like, all right, Bohr-III. I also don't know if that is how it's pronounced, but I just assume it is. Okay, so we have, ooh, high gravity, cold, high CO2, powerful magnetosphere. Ugh, sandy deserts, my favorite. Plateaus, my actual favorite. Maybe not my actual favorite. Aneutronic. Also, the loading screens, I don't know. I'm gonna take pictures, I'm gonna, you know, try and, oh my god, this color scheme is already to my liking. It doesn't match the ship, but my ship's... I mean, there's no purple yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, how is there... No, it's because I'm capturing ships, and stuff is automatically being transferred into the ship inventory, even if it's over the limit. So now, so every time I loot a ship, I'm getting more shit. I feel like planets with high gravity would be really bad. But I feel like planets with like... But I also feel like planets with low gravity would actually have some other long-term negative effects. Like, you know, I don't know, somebody was... There was something about, like, the first, like, all-female team going to the, going into space or something, and there were some unfortunate sexist comments, and, there was, like, I don't know, maybe an honest, but really, like, baffling misunderstanding. Maybe it was an honest mistake, or sort of overreaction, but they, like, bought... But, like, apparently somebody was going to supply them, like, a ludicrous amount of tampons or something. Like, I don't know. I'm a guy. I'm an asexual man who does not, look too much into, female body health. That seems like it would be a weird thing to look into. But it was like a week mission, and they bought like, I don't know, maybe at the most extreme, no, not at the most extreme, just like, they bought like an entire, like several boxes, I think, for like of tampons for like a week-long mission or something, and I know that's ludicrous overkill. Like, I'd have to look back at it, but it was a thing. Oh, but no, there was also somebody, because it was like a thing on Reddit is where I found this, right? And somebody was like talking about like birth in space or something, and like, or pregnancy in space, and like how that would affect, how like a zero-G environment would probably be a really bad thing for like a baby. And like, I'm just like, oh god. That's probably a really good point. Also, why can't they shoot through a door? Also, this music is kind of bopping, honestly. Honestly, kind of a bop. How? Okay, these doors are a little bit... What is happening? I almost died because I got shot through a door. Come on. Again, this music. Kind of a bop. Oh, only refined. Okay. Oh, nice. So, I need to see... Okay, for one thing, scan 30 planets for moons. Oh my god, okay. Oh, that would be... This is, you can scan... yeah, that would also be nice. But also not super necessary. Oh my god, you know, this would be... I think that would actually genuinely give me, like, a little bit more stuff. Probably good. We're not gonna actually go into the dungeon, though, because... Oh my god, we have 4 traits to find here? Yeah, let's do this. Oh jeez. Mines. I do like... This is also a vibe. I gotta take a picture here. Again, saturate the hell out of it. Oh, but it... Oh, but then you kind of lose the... Oh my god, no. Kind of lose the green a little bit. Gotta get those Dutch angles. That is one thing I really like. I can't even tell you what the I don't know, there's some element of like dynamicism that I sort of get from that. There's water here? Oh wow. I saw this one first and slightly closer. It is kind of crazy. Like I said, you have to be basically like around 245 or something in order to get stuff. In order to get all of the perks. Which means you have to do a lot of... That's actually one thing, looking at my quest right now. So I don't think it was ever explained adequately to me in-game, but every time you go to a New Game Plus, and go to a temple that you have a power for, the power gets upgraded. It becomes more powerful. Which is a fine system, but it also means you have to do, like... You basically have to do 240... You have to go to 240 temples and do that stupid minigame 240 times. Which is to say, what the fuck? Why is this a thing? And yeah, so don't particularly... There is a mod that makes it so instead of having to go to every station, or to go to every temple, you know, obviously if you do New Game Plus and you find a power, that's that you don't have, that's, you still have to go to the temple to get it. But if you do have the power, if you have a power, every time you know, do a New Game Plus, it will, the mod will just improve it when you know, roll the New Game Plus. So you don't have to actually go to the temple. It's just, it's much quicker, and it's also still reasonable. Because it's not just like a, oh, you can just power it up instantly, but it's just removes what I would think is an unnecessary amount of tedium. Even just removing that little mini game. Somebody was like, just remove the mini game, and I would be fine with it. And I kind of also agree with that. Like, that, it's not a fun mini game. Coral Pond. I was really concerned I was gonna find the same thing as before. Oh wait, did I? Did I actually find the same thing as before? Nutrient-dense pools, cycle minerals and remain. Okay, cool. I doubt the water is safe here. Freezing liquid. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, it could be like... Obviously there are things that have really low freezing points. Below the, you know, below the point where your body would freeze like a fucking popsicle. Of course, that's a thing, but, yeah. Again, it kind of feels like they've just artificially... Like, this feels like artificial sort of fluff, just because there's no ground vehicles, there's no horses, or no, like, you know, none of that. Which, like, again, it would be a system very similar to the horses in Skyrim. Like, if somebody's gonna say, oh, they would have to make the system, no. Like, if they wanted to just do it, they could, like, well, if they wanted to do, like, make it super amazing, they would have to do work. They would have to put a lot of work into it. But if they wanted to do it, and do it without spending 2 years on it, then they could have taken horses and turned them into speeder bikes or something. I'm sure somebody had that. Somebody absolutely had that idea. I would be really disappointed if they didn't. But they probably also thought that, you know what, if we did that, it'd probably be really obvious and really bad. Really, so like... we can't just do that. That would be too easy, and it wouldn't be good. Oh, jeez. That, I did not mean to do that, but, well, it happened, so... ah, shit. If it's a ship I can actually take, I don't need one. I don't need another ship. Torn muscles, ah, fuck. But yeah, it's a thing of, like, I'm looking at my time right now. I'm at 1:45. I'm probably not going to be able to... I'm not going to have enough time to do another planet because I don't have a ground vehicle that would, you know, make this half as long. Make this trek half as long. If I had a ground vehicle, like, I would be able to do more stuff. And I don't know, there's... Again... part of that is me, you know, part of that is me, not being able to, you know, me playing the game under a very specific, with a specific goal in mind that isn't necessarily what they were intending, and, like, as such, I have sort of a different, view, different goals. I think this might be a feature, this also might not. This could be a landmark. Although it does look like there is some shiny, shimmery bullshit going on. Lightning forced glass. Lightning forged glass remains in dendritic clusters where a strong electrical storm once manifested. Okay, well that's pretty cool. It's also always a thing of, like, there's, like, really cool, interesting shit that happens here, and, like, that's, like, available. Or, you know, there's really cool landmarks that take forever to find, but they are, like, they take a long time and probably aren't... they're worth it, but just not worth it if you're, like, on a real time crunch. Or it's harder to say they're worth it, but I would say they're still worth it. I don't know. It's kind of one of these... It's kind of something with, like, space fantasy. Oh my god. It's kind of something with, like, science fantasy. Excuse me. I always say space fantasy, and I mean science fantasy, but, you know. Where, like, I don't know. It's just a thing of, like... I'm a total fucking nerd for this kind of sciencey stuff. These sort of weird phenomenons. But also, like... I'd love to just take that and then take it in a direction that's like, I don't know. I don't need to actually explain it. It doesn't need to be a thing that actually happens. It's a fantasy setting. Also, I think I might have hit a DPI increase. Or I might have accidentally increased my DPI, so I decreased it. It seems like I'm about to die. Oh, okay. Not the least bit terrifying. Honestly, I kind of just want to wait until, like, until sunset. Or sunrise. I think valleys are really cool. I don't know, there's something about, like... There's something about when you can just see the mountains in the distance. I mean, this is... I think, really, this would be more of a canyon. It's a very wide canyon, but... Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe, maybe not. Magma percolates mineralized groundwater to produce massive crystals, cluster forming a central source. Very cool. There was a ship landing site. Oh yeah, there was a ship landing site. I don't have time to do another planet. I mean, technically I probably do. Depends, but let's just go walk around a little bit. Made some good progress into Bohr. I think, like, I don't know. I think as I continue with these series, because I think the way a lot of people are going to sort of play the game, it's going to be like, oh, here's a system, I need to go do a bounty here, or I need to go land on this planet and do a thing. And it'll be like, whatever, I don't care, I'm just gonna go do the mission, get out, and, I mean, I wouldn't recommend people, like, fully survey each planet, but, like, I'm kind of getting the sense that every system I go to, maybe not every system I might go to, but I feel like it's gonna be really hard to have a system that I don't like. Also, I think it's acidic rain. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to set up a thing on Bohr-II. Having adhesive is a really big deal. There isn't really enough on Bohr-II to really, like... I don't know if there's enough in Bohr to really justify setting up an outpost here, but, like... It's also a matter... So with the cargo links system... So if you want to set up a link, you have to have... So if you have a main base, and you want to have a link to another system, you have to... Or if you, okay, sorry. If you have a main outpost, or main, like, hub, you want to have a main hub. And you have two outposts that are getting resources in two different systems. Everything's happening in three different systems. You have your hub in one system, two separate systems for outposts. you have to have separate cargo links, or separate inter-system cargo links for each one. And you can have a maximum of 6, a hard maximum of 6 in the vanilla game. Also, look at this lovely thing. Alright, I was like, hey, I'll attack them because I don't really need another ship. I do love that cockpit, but yeah, if you want to board ships, just board them before attacking them. That's definitely the thing you gotta do, but I have more than enough ships to play around with. So, yeah. So yeah, it's been good, it's been fun, it's been real. I don't know what that thing is, but it's whatever. Yeah. Till next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.